Hello, everyone. This is Thomas Ng speaking to you from the ESG Business Institute. The ESG Business Institute is a global network of ESG professionals. Currently, we have members from more than 20 countries spread across 6 continents. To celebrate International Women's Day 2024, we are running a series of interviews with prominent women leaders during the month of March and probably beyond. For the first one, we had Dr. Astrid Tumenes. Today, I'm equally thrilled to chat with Corinne Tapp. Hailing from the Netherlands, Corinne has had a stellar corporate career over more than 2 decades with the likes of Unilever, Danone, in China, Australia, and Indonesia. When I first met Corinne, she was the President Director for Danone Aqua in Indonesia. In 2018, she took that massive business to B Corp certification. It was really quite a feat, and until today, Danone Aqua is still the largest B Corp company in Asia. Corinne went on to be President Asia, Middle East, and Africa for Danone. I believe that is more than half the planet. Today, Corinne is president for Friesland Campina's multi-billion-dollar business in Asia. Among their better-known brands are Alaska Milk in the Philippines, Frisian Flag in Indonesia, and Dutch Lady in Malaysia, which is publicly listed. So, Corinne, can you start perhaps by telling us what you are passionate about?
Hi, nice to meet you on International Women's Day. I'm passionate about nutrition. I'm passionate about enabling local communities and building sustainability as part of our strategy. And I'm passionate in leading my teams in the countries in Asia behind the vision of us and get our business back to roar.
Wonderful, Corinne. Perhaps next you can share with us how we can encourage women to take on leadership positions in sustainability.
So I believe everybody can be a leader. So it's not about roles or positions, it's about following your personal passion and find a place in your company or organization to actually put that passion and purpose into action. I think a great example is Malati Wijse, who is a close friend of mine. When she was, 10 years old and her sister was 14, they decided together that they would solve the problem of plastic bags in Bali. And they had no clue, they had no experience, they had no access to resources. But because of their passion and their true belief, they actually rallied a whole community behind them and convinced the governor of Bali to ban the use of plastic bags. I think it's an example that demonstrates that you need not much in order to put your passion into action. You need to have a passion, a purpose, and need to be committed to it, and then rally the people around you in the organization to help you achieve that mission and that purpose. I think as leaders in an organization, what we can do is make sure we create the space for people, including women, to actually step up and pick up these opportunities and start leading some of these efforts. What's important that women are as important as men at the table. Often when you talk about sustainability, you're dealing with communities where women play a very important role. When we look at Friesland Campina, for example, where we're working on dairy development, the farms, the small farms are actually often small family companies run by the man and the woman. They're working together. So also being on the other side with people that understand what's happening on the receiving end is very, very important. Another example for us, driving access to nutrition is what we are here for. That's our purpose. That's our reason to be here. In the end of the day, the person providing nutrition to children is in most cases the mother. So to have a true mother's perspective on providing access to nutrition, what's challenging about it, what are their concerns, is very, very important. Again, it's really important to put yourself in the shoes of the receiving end.
Now, that would certainly inspire women into action. Thanks for that, Corinne. How would then companies foster a more inclusive and equitable environment for women leaders in sustainability?
So first of all, it's very important to walking the talk. You cannot foster and encourage more female leadership or more females, women in specific roles, if it's run by all men. So you need to create an environment that more women can get a seat at the table. Whether you do that through quota, whether you do that through creating very, very deliberately a pipeline with as many female candidates as men. These are all tools to put in place. But it's very clear, if you don't have a minimum of female leaders in the organization, you'll never make the difference. So you need to create that equality at the leadership table. That's first and foremost. Women need role models. We have a lot of men role models, male role models, and we learn a lot. I also learn a lot from my male role models, but I also needed female role models to actually see how they do it. Often managing in particular periods in your life, struggling with maybe with both the organization and the job as well as the family, and which men also do, but maybe not so much as the women. So there are typical phases also in the life of a woman, in particular during pregnancy and coming back to work after pregnancy. You need role models that can actually help you to convince, not only to convince, but show you the way in how it is actually possible to be and a mom and a family member and also a successful leader in an organization. So this is what organizations need to think about, what leaders need to think about, and how to set up the conditions that actually women can also thrive and grow in their career, despite some periods where they probably have to spend also time on other parts of their family life. So leaders, you are there to create the conditions for women to be successful and thrive, as well as the men to thrive.
Thank you so much for that, Corinne. I'm hoping you will continue to be a role model for us at the ESG Business Institute, and we look forward to seeing more of you. Thank you. Bye, everyone.